subscribe to the Donnie Houston podcast, man.
Even though you're appreciated by your family, when it gets to your peers, hey man, tell me something that I have not proven to y'all.
Hmm.
Like you said I couldn't make it unless I moved. I didn't move. Showtime came here to film me. HBO came here to film me. Comedy Central came here. NBC came here. Everybody came here. I'm like Hakeem. If you want to be a good basketball player, come down to the ranch and sit with me for 2 weeks, and I get you some good footwork together. Kobe did it twice.
Hmm.
So the thing is, come here. If you want, DL did it. Bill Bellamy did it. Bill Burr did it. Anybody who's ever did anything with me, they like, yo, we sat in Houston with him, and then he came us. But the point is, he's right there, and if you want it, he knows these gems of this. It's people who've been in this business a long time, and they come ask me a question, and DL has been doing stand up a long time. And we was talking one day. He said, "Man, I feel like I lost him right here, and then I got him back." I said, "Check drop." He said, "What?" "Check drop." I mean, what you talking about? They dropped the checks.
Hmm.
You were performing. They dropped the checks. People start paying their check. You didn't lose them. You just didn't know the check drop was coming. It's an easy way to rectify that. Either tell the person in the booth to give you a double light, or tell them to drop the back of the room first, then drop the front of the room. So when you talking, you'll have the front of the room. Then when they drop the checks, you'll have the back of the room. You still have somebody listening to you.
Hmm.
Instead of everybody converging on a check at the same time. I said, or you can just tell them to time it and say, when are y'all gonna drop the checks? And know that 30 minutes after you get on stage, they're gonna drop the checks. Or tell them to hold the checks until you done. And then they can drop everybody's checks after that. It's multiple ways to do it, but don't let the check drop on your joke.
Hmm.
Oh, this nigga always coming up with something. It's like, but that's the mentality of it. Bill Bellamy did a special, and when people look at his special, they're like, but when he's getting ready to come out, who is that person that he's talking to right before he walk on stage? I said, on his Crazy Sexy Dirty? Oh, that's me.
Hmm.
What was you saying to him? We was going over the material. And I'm telling him what to do. Like, hey, go, da-da-da-da. So,
And these the GOATs. You know what I mean? They
And-
were in the game, before you. Yeah.
so when DL got, when I got a special, I called DL. I'm like, man, how I do this?
Hmm.
I've been there in the room with him doing it, like, but how do I do it? So my relationship with cats is different than just saying, who's your influence? Oh, DL Hughley. Do you know him? No, I know him a lot. My influences are people who I know a lot, who I know your kids, and I've been in your house, and that's the only way I'ma ever get a gem from you. That's the true essence of this. Like when Rob Stapleton called me and told me something that in 2007, something that he told me I should do, I listened. When, like this book that I'm gonna write, the book is based on the 11 gems that I got from the 11 people.
Hmm.
So whether it's Cheryl Underwood, whether it's Bruce, whether it's Ricky, whether it's DL, whether it's Bill Bellamy, whether it's Dick Gregory, it's the people who gave me something. Chris Rock don't even, Chris Tucker doesn't even probably remember talking to me.
Hmm.
And I don't have no problem with that. He doesn't even remember. But what he told me made absolute sense. On theirs, but Bruce thing was so, and it's the pieces that you need at the exact time.
Hmm.
So I'm working, working, and I'm contemplating on quitting my job. Contemplating. And then I run into Bruce. Bruce say, man, shit, I was working for Frito-Lay. You know what I'm saying? Man, you don't quit your job until comedy is consistently making more money for you than your job. So you can take care of yourself. So people's having these hang-ups about you ain't a real comedian if you working. No, that's not true. You may not make enough money to sustain yourself with comedy at the time so you don't quit your job. You go to work and then you do shows on the weekend, or you do shows when you can, until you make the decision on which way you're gonna go. I would never. My boy Dave Lawson, he been working for the post office. He got 1 year until he get full retirement. Why would I tell him to quit? No, you get that full retirement, then you go into the sunset doing stand-up. Stand-up is for some people it's the only option, and some people it's the other option. You know, with social media guys, what they call the social media cats. I would never want to be one of those guys not because it's not lucrative or whatever. I don't have a tree if I start on social media. I don't have a lineage of, what clubs did you come up in? Like me, I'm gonna say Just Joking. I came up in Just Joking on a Thursday night. And this was this, and this was this, and how long I was there. And then what did you go from there? I went to this club. What is your lineage? Who are these people that you was performing? What's the ups and downs? What is the story outside of I was on social media? Oh man, I remember we was gonna fuck this boy up.
No shit.
Pimp was finna get his ass fucked up behind saying something to my sister at Just Joking. You know what I'm saying? Bun no, because see, he was a kid. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a dope boy. I'm in Just Joking I'm in Jamaica in the back with Face and Nick Van and goddamn, what's my boy name? Vernon Maxwell and all these niggas. I'm hanging. This club was called the Pyramid before that. Like I'm a dope boy. So he said something to my sister that came home from the Navy. And it bumped into him on the dance floor. My sister came and got me and said, yo, who is this nigga? At the time,
you went bad on the dance floor.
It just bumped it. Yeah, I don't even know him. At the time, I don't know. I just know Bun. I don't know him. But I'm a terrible nigga at this point.
This is before prison and all.
This is before prison.
Okay.
This is before prison. This is like this is the shit I was doing to get me to prison. Like, I was a terrible nigga at this time. So Bun, I used to see Bun in the Leaf, in A-Leaf, crossing Beach Nut 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? Me and this nigga been knowing each other like that. But I don't know Pimp. So we about to merge on this nigga. This is like, hey, nigga. That's the little nigga from UGK.
Because they just coming out.
Yeah, they just. I'm like, nigga, I don't give a fuck who this nigga is. This boy, and this. Hey, now that Bun, nigga, Bun is the nigga. Okay, this Bun rap partner. All right, nigga, because I don't, it doesn't resonate. So years later, I run in. See, like, nigga, remember you was trying to dribble? Nigga, I ain't know that was your sister, nigga.
That's a trip. He remembered that.
Man, that nigga was like, man, Jamaica Ali, nigga, you was terrible, nigga. So
Donnie Houston.